Ethnic or tribal dance. What is ethnic or tribal dance? Ethnic or tribal dance is a type of dance that is specific to a particular ethnic group or tribe. It is often characterized by unique movements, music, and costumes that reflect the cultural traditions and values of the group. So, ethnic or tribal dance varies from region to region and from culture to culture, but they all share a common purpose of preserving and celebrating the unique traditions and heritage of a particular group. The movements, gestures, and steps of ethnic or tribal dances are often symbolic and tell stories that relate to the culture and history of the community. This dance has played a significant role in the preservation and transmission of cultural heritage and is an important aspect of cultural identity for many communities around the world. It is also a form of artistic expression and entertainment that is enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds.
Ethnic and tribal dances have a rich history deeply rooted in the cultural traditions and practices of various indigenous communities around the world. The history of ethnic and tribal dance spans thousands of years and is influenced by factors such as religion, mythology, social customs, and daily life. Here is a brief overview of the history of ethnic or tribal dance. First, ancient origins. Ethnic and tribal dances can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Many indigenous communities used dance as a form of communication, storytelling, religious rituals, and social bonding. These dances were often performed during significant events such as harvest celebrations, weddings, rites of passage, or religious ceremonies. Second, connection with nature. A common theme in ethnic and tribal dances is the deep connection to nature and the natural environment. Many dances are inspired by natural elements like animals, plants, celestial bodies, and natural phenomena. These dances often reflect the indigenous people's reverence for the land, their spiritual beliefs, and their close relationship with the natural world. Third, cultural preservation. Ethnic and tribal dances have served as a means of preserving cultural heritage and passing down traditions from one generation to another. Through dance, communities have preserved their unique customs, stories, music, and costumes, ensuring the survival of their cultural identity. Fourth, symbolism and meaning. Ethnic and tribal dances are often rich in symbolism and carry deep meanings. Each movement, gesture, and costume choice may represent specific cultural values, historical events, mythological narratives, or spiritual beliefs. These dances serve as a means of expressing and reinforcing the cultural identity and collective memory of a community. Fifth, colonial influence. The colonization and globalization processes had a significant impact on ethnic and tribal dances. With the arrival of colonial powers, indigenous cultures faced assimilation pressures, cultural suppression, and restrictions on their traditional practices, including dance. However, many communities managed to preserve and revive their dances, sometimes adapting them to new contexts or combining them with the elements of the colonizers' cultures. Today, ethnic and tribal dances continue to be celebrated and performed as a way to honor cultural traditions, promote intercultural understanding, and showcase the beauty and diversity of indigenous cultures worldwide. They serve as a bridge between the past and the present, preserving ancestral knowledge and providing a platform for cultural expression and celebration.
Basic steps. The basic steps of ethnic and tribal dance can vary depending on specific cultural tradition and region. However, I can provide you with a general outline of the steps that are commonly found in many ethnic and tribal dances. Keep in mind that this is a simplified overview and may not encompass the intricacies and variations within each specific dance form. So, there are 7 steps of ethnic or tribal dance. First is stance and posture. Dancers begin by assuming a particular stance and posture that is characteristic of the dance style. This may involve a straight back, bent knees, and specific arm positions. Second, rhythmic steps. Most ethnic or tribal dances are driven by a particular rhythm or beat. Dancers typically start with rhythmic steps, which may include basic walking, hopping, or sliding movements. These steps often follow the beat of the accompanying music. Third, footwork. Ethnic dances often involve intricate footwork patterns that are unique to the culture. These footwork patterns may include stomping, tapping, shuffling, or quick turns. The footwork is often synchronized with the music and is an essential element of the dance. Fourth, gestures and hand movements. Hand movements and gestures play a significant role in the ethnic or tribal dances. They can convey emotions, tell stories, or represent specific cultural symbols. Hand movements may include gestures like clapping, waving, pointing, or integrate finger movements. Fifth, body movements. Ethnic or tribal dances frequently incorporate specific body movements that reflect the cultural aesthetics and traditions. These movements can include swaying, bending, rotating, or specific torso and hip isolations. Body movements are often used to express emotions, celebrate nature, or imitate animals. Sixth, formation and group choreography. Ethnic or tribal dances are often performed in groups or communities. The dancers may form specific patterns or formations during the performance, moving together in synchrony. Group choreography often involves interlocking movements, formations, and interactions between the dancers. And last, improvisation and expression. In many ethnic or tribal dances, there is room for individual expression and improvisation. Dancers may have opportunities to showcase their skills, creativity, and personal style within the framework of the dance form. And it is important to take note that this is a general overview, and the specific steps and movements can vary widely based on the culture, religion, and dance style being performed. Each ethnic or tribal dance has its own unique characteristics, and it's best to explore specific dance forms to gain a deeper understanding of their individual steps and movements.
Next is their musical instruments. Ethnic or tribal dances are often accompanied by traditional music instruments such as drums, flutes, or stringed instruments that provide the rhythm and melody for the dancers. So, traditional musical instruments play a crucial role in ethnic and tribal dances. They are often used to provide the rhythm and melody that dancers follow and interpret through movement. These instruments are usually deeply connected to the cultural heritage of the people who use them, and they reflect the history, beliefs, and values of the community. Drums are perhaps the most common type of instruments used in ethnic or tribal dance. It is often played in groups to create complex rhythms and interlocking patterns that are both hypnotic and energizing. Flutes and string instruments such as sitars, violins, and lutes are also common in ethnic and tribal dance music. They provide melodic and harmonic support for the dancers, and they often play solos during breaks in the dance. In many cultures, traditional music and dance are inseparable, with each art form informing and inspiring the other. The music provides a framework for the dancers to express themselves, while the dance movements often mirror the rhythms and melodies of the music. Together, they create a vibrant and dynamic performance that celebrates the cultural identity of the people who created them.
Costumes. The outfits worn in ethnic or tribal dances vary greatly depending on the specific culture or tribe being represented. Dancers often wear traditional costumes that reflect the culture and customs of their ethnic or tribal group. These costumes may include brightly colored fabrics, jewelry, or headdresses. One of the examples is the Native American dance, or the traditional Native American dance, where outfits typically consist of a variety of elements. Men may wear fringed leather or cloth shirts, breechcloths, leggings, moccasins, and feather headdresses. Women often wear fringed dresses or skirts, beaded belts, shawls, moccasins, and jewelry such as necklaces, bracelets, and earrings.
Cultural preservation. Ethnic or tribal dances play an important role in preserving cultural heritage and identity. Through the continued practice and performance of these dances, communities are able to maintain a connection to their history and traditions. So, ethnic or tribal dances also play a role in strengthening community bonds. Dances are often performed in groups, and through this shared experience, individuals develop a sense of belonging and connection to their community. The preservation of ethnic or tribal dances is important for the wider world, as it contributes to the diversity of global cultural heritage. These dances are a unique and valuable part of human history, and they provide insight into the rich and varied ways in which different communities have lived and expressed themselves over time. Therefore, they are a crucial aspect of cultural preservation. They allow communities to maintain a connection to their history and traditions, strengthen community bonds, and contribute to the diversity of global cultural heritage.
The meaning and significance. Ethnic or tribal dances often have a deeper meaning or significance beyond just entertainment. They may be performed as a part of religious or spiritual ceremonies, to commemorate important events or historical figures, or to express social and political messages. So, ethnic or tribal dances are often deeply rooted in the culture and history of a particular group of people. They are typically performed during various ceremonies, celebrations, and rituals, and have a significant meaning and significance beyond just entertainment. Religious or spiritual ceremonies are one common context in which ethnic dances are performed. These dances may be part of traditional rituals or used to mark important events in the religious calendar. For example, in some cultures, dances may be performed during weddings, funerals, or other religious celebrations. Ethnic dances may be also used to commemorate historical events or figures. For example, some dances may be performed to honor a great leader, a significant battle, or a major historical event. These dances serve to remind people of their history and cultural heritage and help to maintain a sense of identity and pride. Therefore, ethnic dances are an important part of cultural expression and can have deep meaning and significance beyond just entertainment. They serve as a way for people to connect their cultural heritage, express their beliefs and values, and communicate important messages to others.